What's going on, y'all? Another episode, HBCU. Homecoming brings culture and unity, man. We rocking and rolling. Dana, episode number 10, man. So we keep on turning up. So we appreciate y'all support. Man, check us out on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Just check us out. Just Google us, man. I'm here with my homeboy T, Mr. OG himself, Original Garments, man. We had a blast a few weeks ago at Homecoming. I know we talked about it, but my app, Let Bob, is actually in the App Store, man. So you can download it. Just Google or App Store, Let Bob. Got the Bob shirt, Let Bob, man.
Black on.
Yeah, black owned business, man. Gotta be fight the power. But now, definitely excited, man. So definitely go to your App Store, Google Play Store, man. Let Bob download us. Let us help you out. Anyways, though, as we said, we got our homeboy Bryan in the building. He went to TSU as well, man. So we support our coach. You know what I'm saying? Coach Carter in the house. So Bryan, man, tell us about yourself. Introduce yourself. Where you from, and all the good stuff you're doing in the community right now.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it, no kidding. Breaking down a swish in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it goes.
My name's Bryan Howard, Coach Howard. Originally from Miami, Florida, and moved here to DC, Maryland, DC area, DMV area around 2015. And went to school at TSU, Tennessee State University. Shout out to the HBCU. And I've been coaching for about, since 2012. So at least about 10 years now. Started out in Nashville, just doing voluntary work as far as AAU with the Tennessee Panthers. Then eventually moved here with my job in 2015. And just decided to say, hey, I want to embark on coaching. And throughout that, before going to high school, I was doing AAU coaching. So that's where I started. And now, 7 years later, getting started in high school. I started high school in 2015, as I stated before, and then went into, starting out as a freshman coach. I was doing freshman coach where I was just the guy trying to start up and making a way for his name. Moved here with no family, and particularly all my family stays in Atlanta and in Miami. So kind of on my own, just took a chance, network, built relationships, and kind of just started from the ground up. And then eventually got into assistant coaching, varsity coaching. I won when I was a freshman. Sorry to be all over the place, but when I was a freshman coach, I started doing just, basic workouts, just volunteering, getting kids in, kind of helping kids who wanted to just get extra work in. So I started a program where I did early morning workouts where the school wasn't doing it at the time, and just getting in the gym, getting kids there in the gym. And the kids seemed to like it. So I built a relationship with the kids, parents. Long story short, my 4 years at St. Vincent Pallotti High School is where I started. Every year we went to the championship, but I won 2 championships out of the 4 years. Of course, we lost 2, but every year we were in the championship. And then from there, went to Concordia, which is in Townsend, Maryland, Concordia Prep, where I am right now as a head varsity coach at a private high school, the only Black head coach at the school, and the youngest. So had a lot to prove and build it from the ground up. Moving forward, been there for 4 years. Team has never won a championship, and we won the championship last year. So just been dedicated to the work. As T Wiggs know, I've been doing this for a while. But I just been blessed to be able to have the talent to impact not only a community, but impact young people to not only be good on the court, but off the court as well, to build character.
Man, it's dope seeing your journey, man, from all the way back from TSU. I mean, I knew you hooped, I hooped. A baller can always tell a baller. Mario hooped too. So it's kind of cool, like seeing your transition and staying close to the game, which is what I wanted to do at some point. I was like, man, I want to stay close to the game. I want to coach, but I'm the coach that's going to be like, give me the ball. Let me just show you how to do it versus training. And I know that's me. So I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. You know what I mean? So I commend you, man. I've seen your journey. You got out the mud and like just getting a chip, bro. Like, I'm just like, wow. Like, I knew you was gonna get to that level, but I didn't know it was gonna be that quick, bro. And that just goes to show, man, like hard work pays off, man. And salute to you for that. Did they give you a ring for that, or y'all got a banner? What? How
So we're supposed to have the reveal of the banner our first game. We have rings. My ring is somewhere in here, but
you like I ain't done yet.
No, man. So it's definitely something that I'm very proud of. However, the mission is not completed.
Yeah,
we actually move up to a higher conference this year. So we were benefited enough to move up in conference, MIAA-B conference, which is in Baltimore. It's a very, very big conference, as you know, which in the Baltimore area, but we play throughout the DMV area as well as out of state too. So, man, it's been a lovely journey. You had to go through COVID. You gotta make a name for yourself, because who's this young kid that nobody really knows? But man, you just put your nose to the ground and just keep working, man. Everything else work itself out.
You hear so many stories of like AAU, like dog eats dogs, the coaches trying to take all the money from the sponsorships. Like, how crazy was AAU? Like, I play AAU, but I was just a player. Like, didn't play that much at AAU, but you beat on the other side. Like, how was AAU? Is it really that bad?
I will say it's bad because it's politics. Mm-hmm. When you get politics involved, monetary things are involved, like it just gets screwed up. Back when, pretty sure we played AAU, it, like you said, you really didn't know about it. It was just more so it just play, and it was a kind of a growing thing at the time back in, 2003, 2000, back in those times. But what I've learned through AAU is that they don't, and I don't mean to say this for the masses, that they don't teach, they don't develop. Because it's fast paced. You're going every weekend. You probably practice once, twice out of the week, and you're not developing kids. Just doing gameplay type of things where you're not taking isolated time to just develop kids. And not saying all coaches do that, but from what I've seen at the totality of it, the more percentage of it is that we're not developing kids at those levels. So when you see them go to college or you see them go to the NBA, they're still behind. They're just going off athleticism. But when it's time to think the game and when it's time to understand the game, and maybe Russell Westbrook is kind of finding out, we kind of talked about it, off air, is Russell Westbrook is finding out is that his athleticism is declining. So what else are you doing? You can't shoot, you can't, make free throws, so what else can you do? And I think the art of that has been lost, of teaching the fundamental of the game.
It's hard for Westbrook right now, bro. And too, bro, it's hard, man. Like, I was part of the camp. Like, come on, Westbrook, come in, man. Like, y'all gonna make it work, man. Fool, if I was the GM, I've been fired. Fool, I'd have been fired, because that just has not been working, man. Not at all.
Nah, for real though, man. That's
talk about the AAU circuit. Like, in the back of your mind, like, do you kind of envy the AAU circuit because of the politics, the sponsorships, kids seeing the lights that come along with it, selling we got duffels, we got shoes, we got, we traveling every weekend, you playing with old boy that's good from at the other school and old boy from down the street, and we just gonna go like play basketball versus going to practice, running drills. Like, are you somewhat envious that that's how the kids portray getting to the next level versus like putting in the hard work?
I don't envy it, because I've done it, and I'm gonna be honest, and this may sound boastful, or it may sound conceited, but man, I'm just confident in my teachings. I'm confident in the way I coach, so I don't really worry about others, really, like, to be bluntly honest. However, and I always live by the creed: you control what you control and leave everything else in God's hands. Okay. So I don't worry myself with something I can't really control. But however, I know I put the work in. I know I'm dedicated, and I know I'm actually real with my kids. And I think that's why they love to play for me, or what they say, but I think, that's why, I have kids and they don't leave, what I mean? It's because of, I'm real with them. I'm transparent. And I think kids want that, and need that, especially in this type of environment. They need that. They need someone who's real and not be able to sugarcoat some things. But I don't envy it because, at the end of the day, it's about what I am putting out for those kids to develop. Anything else after that is just, like I said, it's out of my control.
Look, seeing the team before COVID, I was like, man, it's gonna be a rough road. Coach Young, like they about to be like, all right, make it happen. And bro, like, and to see, like, I'm like, bro, you got like 3 solids. Everybody else just putting the jersey on, body, get some fouls. And I'm like, yeah, coach. And then you win the chip, bro. That shows a lot of like what you said, your training, your teachings. Like, I'm like, bro, I ain't see it. Like, but I'm not a coach though. Yeah. So you knew what you had to do to get to where an end result. And like, man, you did.
I would say this, like, what I've learned, because I'm still young in the game, I'm very young in the game, but for what I've learned is that if you can get somebody to run through a brick wall for you, I mean, X's and O's is just like bread and butter, you know what I mean? But if someone, you can't teach effort, you can't teach, heart. Yeah, you can't teach heart. I was just about to say, I think, that's a player right there. Heart, you can't teach effort. So if those things are, kind of build upon and enhance, then X's and O's would just come. Like, I mean, if you think about it, you only really lead like 3 or 4 plays in any type of, game. Like, just seriously. And maybe I shouldn't say that. Somebody gonna listen and be like, Coach only got 3 plays. But but no, in all seriousness, like you only need 3 or 4 plays to execute when you need to execute. But whenever you need someone to dive on a loose ball or take a charge or help your brother up if he's not shooting good, pick him up when he's down. Those little things, man, those details. And I always tell my kids, man, pay attention to details because it goes far. It's not just basketball. It's life. It's work. It's, parenting, just paying attention to details. So, I'm all about the little things.
So